For any law firm, every single phone call could be that next huge case. But what happens when that call comes in after hours, or when your team is just completely swamped? So today, we're going to dive into how a specialized AI receptionist can solve this exact problem, making sure your firm is always, and I mean always, open for business.
All right, let's just jump right in with the one question that probably keeps every managing partner up at night. Because we all know it's not just a misconnection, is it? It's a real, tangible loss. And trying to figure out the true cost of that, well, that can be a pretty painful exercise.
And yep, there it is, the cold, hard truth. When a potential client needs help, they're not going to wait around. They're just going to call the next number on their list. So that one missed call, it doesn't just go to voicemail, it goes straight to your competition.
Okay, so let's be really clear about what we're talking about here. This isn't some minor inconvenience. We are talking about a huge leak in your firm's potential revenue. And the crazy part? It's totally preventable.
I mean, put yourself in the client's shoes for a second. Their legal problem is urgent to them, and it's urgent right now. It doesn't matter if it's 8 p.m. on a Tuesday or 10 a.m. on a Sunday. Their problem doesn't run on a 9 to 5 schedule. Sending them to voicemail is basically like putting up a come back later sign. And in this market, later almost always means never.
Okay, so how do you actually fix this? How do you plug that leak without completely burning out your staff or, breaking the bank? Well, this is where technology comes in. Let's talk about the solution, a 24/7 AI receptionist. So what exactly is this thing? And let's be clear, this is not just some fancy answering machine. Think of it more like a purpose-built assistant that uses really advanced voice AI to do what a great human receptionist does. It manages calls, it handles intake, and it does it all anytime, day or night. And the benefits here are, well, they're pretty much immediate. Just imagine having coverage around the clock, completely eliminating that voicemail black hole for good. That instant response means way fewer potential clients just hanging up and dialing your competitor. And here's the kicker. You get all of this for a fraction of what it would cost to hire overnight or weekend staff.
All right, so it sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work, in practice? Let's really dig into the nitty-gritty of how this AI automates some of the most time-consuming parts of client intake. Okay, so this is where it gets really cool. This flow here, it's all about creating a totally seamless experience for the client. The call comes in, day or night, and boom, it's answered instantly. The AI then follows a custom script to actually qualify the lead. It gathers up all the essential info and then moves right to the final step, booking a consultation directly on your calendar. Zero friction, zero delay. And listen, it's doing so much more than just taking a message. This AI is basically a data gathering machine. It's collecting all those crucial details your team needs. Who's calling? What's the case about? How urgent is this? It can even run through a few basic screening questions to filter people out before they ever take up your team's valuable time. And this right here, this is the killer feature. We're talking about scheduling. Because it connects directly to your firm's calendar, it can see who's free in real time and book that qualified lead right there on the spot. This just completely eliminates that endless, frustrating game of phone tag just to get a meeting on the books. Plus, it can send out automated reminders, which, as you know, can drastically cut down on no-shows. So we've seen how it works. Now let's get to the bottom line, right? The results. How does putting this kind of technology in place actually impact your firm's performance and, well, its bottom line? Wow, yeah, this before and after really says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have this reactive manual process full of delays and friction. And on the other, you've got a proactive, automated system that's just super efficient and reliable. But honestly, the biggest change is for the client. Their experience goes from "we'll call you back" to "you're booked." That's a huge difference. So if we break it down, the impact really hits 4 key areas. First, by answering every single call, you just naturally capture more leads. Then, by responding instantly and booking them right away, you seriously increase your chances of converting them. And of course, you free up your team from all those repetitive tasks, and you do it all in a way that's incredibly cost-efficient. It's a win-win-win-win. There's a quote from the source material that just nails it. It's a pretty simple formula when you think about it. More speed and efficiency leads to more bookings, and more bookings lead to more signed cases. The AI just creates that speed and efficiency right at that very first touch point with a potential client. Okay, it's easy to get super excited about all the tech, but let's take a step back and be real for a second. This is not about replacing people. Not at all. It's about making them better. So let's look at how that human touch and AI efficiency can actually work together. Which, of course, brings us to the elephant in the room. The big question I'm sure you're thinking right now, is this technology coming for our jobs?
And look, the answer is a very clear no. The goal here isn't replacement, it's empowerment. The AI is designed to handle all the high-volume, repetitive, front-end stuff. This frees up your skilled paralegals and your intake specialists to focus on what people do best, handling complex case evaluations, having those really in-depth client conversations, and building real rapport.
This table breaks it down perfectly. It's all about choosing the right tool for the job. You let the AI handle the routine intake, the after-hours calls, all the scheduling, and you let your amazing human staff handle the complex legal questions, the callers who might be really emotional, and any situation that requires real human judgment. It's a partnership. So I guess I'll just leave you with this one final thought. In a world where a client's needs don't just stop at 5 p.m., is your firm truly open for business, or is it just open during business hours? The tech to be there for every single potential client at any hour is here. It's not science fiction anymore. The only question is, will you be the firm that answers the call?